Hey, what's up, Leo? So here's your weekly love reading from August 26th to September 1st. Remember, guys, that this is just a general love reading, so just take what applies, okay? Regarding the energies and messages that do apply, they can switch upon any given instance regarding you and the person in question today. So the best thing to do, Leo, is just to apply that specific energy and or message to either you or to the person in question for you. Also, cross-watchers, apply the energies and the messages within the same manner this week, okay? All right, Leo, so you're coming to the reading this week with the Queen of Swords here. Maybe you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius individual. The four cards that popped out for you: the Page of Swords reversed, the Nine of Wands reversed, the Nine of Swords, and the Knight of Cups here. So maybe you could be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. So for the person in question for you or your partner this week, they come to the reading with the Hierophant reversed. So maybe you could be dealing with possibly a Taurus. The four cards that popped out for them: the Five of Swords, the Two of Swords reversed. Maybe you could be dealing with the Libra, the Ten of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles reversed. All right, Leo, let's see what's up. What's going on with you? All right, so Leo, I'm feeling like this week, you really want to gain clarity. You really want to get down to the bottom of what is going on. You really want to understand where things begin and where things end. You know, it's just really seeking a lot of clarity, and you want to, I just heard you want to cut the shit. You really get down to what's going on here. Because I'm feeling, Leo, like maybe information or communication was coming in from the outside. So it was like information was just coming in. Now, whether that can be family, whether that can be friends, whether that can be coworkers, whatever the case may be regarding your relationship here or the relationship in question, I'm just feeling like information was coming in, and what it really kind of, it really brought you down. And it also really made you feel like you didn't want to continue on with the relationship. Like, I feel like the communication that was coming through or coming into your environment was really like, it had you feeling like, what? No, not my guy or girl. Like one of those types of situations, you know? It was like, you were like, I feel like dumbfounded, like, what? No, not them, no. And I want to say, like, you kind of, I'm hearing in your head, you were kind of like, well, I don't really want to believe it until I see it for myself. You know what I mean? It was one of those situations, like it was just so kind of crazy. You were just like, no, not at all. Hell no. You know, that's how I feel like you were. And I'm feeling like over time, maybe this information that was coming in was like matching up from multiple sources possibly. And then that's when it really left you in your head a lot, where you were like, wow, I cannot believe this is coming in from multiple sources. I cannot believe this is happening. Why is this information coming in? Was my relationship ending? Like it was a lot of those kind of situations were just going on in your head. And I feel like you were trying to figure out like, well, what's your approach now to the relationship? How are you going to approach things? What were you going to do from this point on if it was true? Like a lot of those ruminating thoughts are really within your mind here. And I'm really feeling like you try to give your partner, the person in question, the benefit of the doubt in terms of like maybe trying new ways of maybe approaching the relationship, you know, trying to maybe try from this end or try from that end. And it left you really confused. And it really left you kind of not knowing what to do or how to go about the situation, or how to approach it. But I can see here that you did try to approach it within different ways to try and see what was going on. I also picked up for some of you, maybe you were approaching the relationship in different ways to maybe see if these things were true. You know what I mean? To try and find out if these things were really going on within your relationship, you know? Now, for your partner, the person in question, I can see that things switched, I feel, within the relationship too. Like the things that they would normally do or they would normally react to or they would normally say, or maybe some of your guys is like patterns in doing things, you know, like your guys' schedules, I feel. They were kind of, it was switched around, like where you started to notice like where things weren't consistent how they used to be. And that's when you were like, wait, whoa, what's going on here? And then that information that was coming through from some source, whatever it may be for you or whoever it may be from you that it was coming from, it started to kind of make a little bit of sense, I'm feeling. And I'm also feeling here like Maybe, your partner, the person in question, you started to see that they were maybe becoming very like selfish. They were becoming very kind of like only on, they would only want to do things on their timing. They would only want to, it switched. The dynamic really switched. And I'm feeling like you maybe saw some of the things that these people were saying, the information that was coming in. You were really seeing that maybe there may be some truth to this. Like, and you were like, wow, what the hell? Like, you were tripping out, you know what I mean? And I can see here too, like maybe you kind of confronted this person. I mean, your partner or the person in question, maybe confronted them with some of these things that you were hearing, and I feel like maybe it caused them to be like, whoa, crap. Like maybe, Leo caught me, or Leo, caught me what I was doing and my plans that were going through. The things that they were doing behind the scenes, not letting you know what was going on. I'm feeling here. And they were kind of dumbfounded too. Both of you were like, whoa, like, kind of dumbfounded at the end of the day, I feel. And that's when I feel like, then that's when they switched up again. When it was like, it was a lot of like 3-tier of switching. Like, it was like how it's like 4 more, how it used to be. And then you notice their shift when you heard this information coming in, you know what I mean? And then it's like, when you confronted them about it, then they switched up again. And then it's like somehow down the line, they switched up again. It was a lot of like ups and downs, and them trying to like, them trying to keep this from you because they got caught here. I'm really feeling here. And then when you confronted them about this issue, or whatever you were hearing, that's when they were like, oh, well, you know what? No, that's not true. And that's when that fourth switch, that last switch switched up, when they were like, okay, well, let me just, try and make this better, to try and maybe appease you. You know what I mean? I hope I'm making sense here. It's like that's when all of a sudden they wanted to be nice to you, and when they wanted the family with you, and when things switched up for that final time, it was like they were like doing whatever was necessary to maybe patch things up with you, I feel here. But then at the end of the day, you kind of realized that it was fake, that it was not real, because you put everything together regarding the information that was coming in, all the times that they switched up. And then that final switch, it was like, you were like, no, it was like one of those things where you finally realize like, what's going on here? You notice all the little switches upon certain times when you heard certain things come in, or the information coming in from your environment, I'm feeling here. And it really led to you guys not feeling balanced. And it also led to you guys not feeling like on the same page with each other. I'm feeling like there was a lot of switches with them and their approach to you and how they were doing things. And that's when you were like, you caught them throughout those switches, I'm feeling here. I hate to use the word switches so much, but that's what I'm getting for you, Leo, here for this week. At the bottom of the deck for you, the King of Swords reversed. Yeah, and the Hangman here as well. Okay, Leo, so I'm feeling like for you, it was like, you, when this information came in for you, that's when you were like, and you were just kind of kicking back a little bit, and you were just waiting on things to happen. I'm also feeling like maybe you would tell them certain things that would maybe trip them up, and maybe you would catch them in like their little lies, or throughout those switches we were speaking of. That's when you kind of were saying certain things to them to maybe kind of get information from them to see how they would react. And a lot of the times I'm feeling like they reacted the way as to which you expected them to, regarding the information coming in being true. You know what I mean? But I'm feeling like at the same time, you kind of, it's like you were chilling, you were kind of like, you took a step back and you were like, and you were just watching a lot of the times, and you started to see that a lot of these things that people were saying that was coming in reigned to be true, Now for your partner, the person in question, at the bottom of the deck for them, they have the Prince of Wands here, or the Knight of Wands. And they also, the Hangman reverse. Interesting. Yeah, see, that makes a little bit of sense here. So it's like they were no longer waiting around, trying to trick you, or trying to, okay, it's like this. They were no longer waiting around just to see how the relationship will kind of follow, or how it would end up turning out. Because when they found out, when you confronted them about what you heard or what was going on, during those switches, that's when they were like, oh shit, you know what I mean? And then that's when they took action upon their own behalf to make things better. Now, when I say that, it's more of like, they got the hangman reversed, you got the hangman upright. So you were chilling while they were actually no longer chilling, and they were actually taking those steps forward. They were moving to show you that it was otherwise true. You know what I mean? Hope I'm making sense, Leo. Hope this reading didn't get too confusing here. Let me know, guys, in the comments if it makes sense. Yeah, they were on the move to actually make something happen and to actually show you that it was not true. But I'm feeling like a lot of it was true for you, Leo, you know, in your relationship. I hate to say that. But that's what I'm getting for you, Leo, here. If you guys would like to book a personal reading, check the description box below. There you can find my contact email, our Facebook page, and also a link to Facebook Messenger where I can, you can contact me there as well. If this reading resonated with you, go ahead and tap the like or thumbs up button and let me know, okay? Also, feel free to comment, share, and to subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed. And I'll also make sure to tap the bell as well to turn it red so you guys can be immediately notified of any new uploads, new readings that come through, and if I'm ever live in the future. All right, Leo, you got this, okay? You know what to do now. All right, Leo, we'll see you next week.